That's why everyone's so obsessed by sort of modeling success in individual excellence or organizational excellence. What is it that makes those few companies you mentioned so great, and can it be formulated? Can there be a
Can you bottle it?
Yeah, exactly. Can you bottle it and replicate it?
Well, this is exactly what my next book, The 80-20 Manager, is about. You know, and I've tried to say, well, you know, what is both super effective and also takes relatively little effort.
Yeah.
So let me give you a couple of examples on that. You know, one of the things which is always incredibly effective is simplifying. Yeah. You know, because if you think about what does someone who simplifies do, they take a very, very complex picture and they focus on a very small proportion of it, you know, maybe not 2% rather than 20%, but they actually say, this is what we're trying to do, this is the objective. Yeah. And then what they do is they boil it down in such a way that everyone can understand it.
Right, okay.
And I think if you're the leader of a company, you really need to do that. And I must say, as someone who's been a consultant, very few companies do it. Yeah. You know, and it's easy for me to say because I don't have to run companies. Thank God I don't have to run companies. But you know, if you've got to be able to explain what the strategy of the company is, what purpose of the company, what its competitive edge is, and all the rest of it, in a very, very simple way. You've got to encapsulate that, and then you've got to make sure that everybody understands it. Yeah. Because companies, in my experience, have got, you know, there's a huge amount of resources and energy in companies, but it's often going in completely different directions. That's right. Or at least, you know, there may be a load of energy which is being spent in one particular area, which, you know, isn't being utilised at all. Yeah.
Right.
And that's what people should do with, you know, with their lives. They need to sort of get beneath the averages. I mean, we internally are all, you know, a combination of things which are very powerful and constructive and productive, and a lot of stuff which is terribly mediocre, and a lot of stuff which is actually very destructive as well. So, you know, within each of us, I think, you know, you've got to find the thing that you can really, really do yourself, and you've got to concentrate on that, and then basically only do that, you know, as far as you possibly can. It's very difficult if you're a junior person, but over time you can gradually manage to do that. So you need to understand what it is that is really, really the most, you know, the most influential, the most important, the most potentially far-reaching thing which you can do.